Changed the absolute game for me, and now I can have all of the Christmas decor that I want. Okay, I think we're going to move into our tech moment here with Bill Duggan. It's time to talk Roku, talk streaming at a price that is wow. And when I say wow, it's like, do you want a Roku for $5?
For real.
Yeah.
And that's just it. We're excited about this offer, but this is the tail end of it, Natasha. Your last day to pick up on this great 2-pack. It is a 60-mile range antenna that doesn't look like your typical antenna because they've redesigned it to make it look better and give us more coverage. And then we're also including a Roku, which is great because all those streaming services that everyone's talking about, you'll have over here. They're individually boxed so you can break them up. Roku is the #1 media streamer out there. Why? Everything you need is in the purple box. You set it up, you connect it to a television, old or new, you just made it easier to find your content, easier to navigate, and enjoy everything that is out there, which we all appreciate. Because, you know, Natasha, we've been there. Someone's asking or talking about the latest show, and you're like, what channel is it on? What platform? I can barely remember the name of it, let alone where to find it. Roku's simplified all of that for us. That's why, truly, more people stream on a Roku platform than any other device. And you can even add it to your smart TV. Make it more user-friendly. Make it even more updated because of what you're getting in this bundle. So I'm actually watching television right now. I was watching you, now I'm watching me.
Handsome guy.
But I'm watching it for free. Not only am I handsome, I'm smart, because it's free. And we all love free, which is great, because that's where you're saving money the moment you get this home. Because one thing you have to realize about antennas, the federal government tells all those broadcast networks they have to give a free signal over the airwaves. The stuff we all grew up with, the rabbit ears, all this stuff. They still sell these because that signal is still out there. Your antenna has gone from looking like this to this. And more importantly, it's 60 miles of range. We have sold this antenna on its own for close to $50.
Right.
We say it's about $1 a mile. So you're saving money on the antenna, but more importantly, you're being able to pull in more channels from further away, and it still looks good. Just connect it to your television. You've got a nice long 10-foot cord. You find the sweet spot. There's a signal finder, even a fabric finish. And you'll notice 12 free channels, great. 20 free channels, 30 free channels, because it's gonna be the NBCs, the CBSs, the ones with the big games, the award shows, all that live content for free. Or some people have been even talking about their emergency preparedness kit. It's great because if your cable goes out, if your Wi-Fi goes out, you can still get some entertainment, or more importantly, the news that we all need, the weather, the traffic, and all that great stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So the nightly talk shows, the weather channels, the news, the award shows, all of that will be free. Anything within 60 miles, and you're right, most of these antennas, they're 15, 20 miles. I've seen some at 30. So this is gonna mean more channels, free forever. That's fantastic. The reason I said $5 is not only is this antenna selling here for $50. It's selling at all of the different electronics stores that I could find for $50. So with our price being $54.99 for this bundle, it's kind of like getting the Roku, which is this whole interface. You're gonna get the actual remote, you get the little thing that you plug in, and now you're gonna have the TV like your kid has the TV, or I should say my parents, because they started with the Roku, convinced me, now I have a Roku, and it really does spread like wildfire because it's so user-friendly and it's so easy, and we only have one techie person in our family, and we can't constantly be calling her to come in and fix things. So I love that it's easy for me to find things, including if you wanna use our streaming app on Roku, you can find it. If you have the other subscription services that you already have a subscription to, of course they're gonna be there. Sometimes they even come, pre-downloaded, you just have to sign in. It's gonna be really easy for you to access all of those different subscription services that so many of us use, but this is the easiest way to save money, because if you don't want to pay money monthly for subscription services, there are many of them that are free, HSM Plus being one of them, but there are many different apps. I know, isn't it crazy? We have apps on our TV. I thought they were only on our phones. I know I sound like someone who's like slow to catch up here, but I'm like, what are apps on the TV? It's a lot for me. But there are free apps that you can choose to watch, TV shows or movies, and sometimes they'll just put some commercials in it, but it doesn't matter. You're still getting a smart TV that's easy to navigate, and the whole price is $54.99. I will mention one more thing is we have the 3 months, right? Of some of these wonderful services that will be included for anyone who wants to get this bundle. If you don't want to use it, that's fine, but if you do, tell them a little bit about what we have, because I thought it was like, is it Cello?
Yes,
okay.
Which is streaming concerts.
I have heard so many good things about Cello.
So you get a full month's path to Cello, which is streaming concerts and live music on the television. You have 3 months to calming radio, which, hello. Who wouldn't appreciate that right now with everything going on?
I'm never
But then
calm,
also,
yes.
what? And then, well,
never
you need calm radio. So you're getting this voucher as well. But really, the big takeaway is what you were talking about.
Yes.
You're upgrading and that ease of use. Because you mentioned apps. I have a smart television at home, and I bought it a few years ago. It has stopped updating. The App Store is done. So if I want to get Apple TV, I have to go normally buy Apple TV, right? Which could be a $50, $40, $100 puck on its own. I have Apple TV now. I have Disney Plus now because I have the latest. So yes, as Natasha was talking about, those top 6, they're subscription-based. But then when you break it down, Roku channel's free, QVC HSM Plus free, Pluto is free. So you have over 300 free channel options. So when you get this
YouTube
home,
free?
YouTube is free.
I'm
YouTube,
learning so much.
Yep. And that's where you can have fun with what you're navigating and watching. And think of it this way. I have HSN at home, right? On my network, my cable provider. I do not have the app. The app gives me more content, which kind of is fun. If you're a fun shopper, if you're, your favorite program is on HSN or HGTV and all of them, you go to the app, all of a sudden I have our live programming. I can now actually watch based on my interest. Maybe it's crafting, maybe it's in the kitchen, because you can pick different categories. So this is where all of a sudden I get to watch what I want to watch, when, and it's easy. So you were late to the game, your parents got you on board. Adam Freeman and myself, we both got our moms on Roku because they would hear about, The Crown and Yellowstone. It's like, my mom, she's like, well, what channel's The Crown on? I'm like, well, it's on Netflix. She's like, well, what channel's Netflix? I'm like, it's Mom, it's right there. It's on the app. Actually, here's another great, easy experience for her. The remote control. This is the Roku remote, which, by the way, you get the batteries included in that box. Here's my cable remote or my television remote. Look how many extra buttons. I don't use or know what half of them are for. This Roku system is simplified, which is great. And Natasha, you asked me a question in pre-production. Not all Rokus are created alike. Some Rokus can sell for close to $100. So the fact that you're getting this one included is remarkable. One thing I love is some Rokus, they have a sound bar built in, or they'll have, a microphone on the remote control. This one doesn't. But there's an app. You can have the Roku remote app right over here. So boom, I don't need the app over here. I can come right down here, and now I have it on my phone. So maybe someone's hogging the remote. Maybe you want to use the app because this app has a microphone. So let's see, we could find Yellowstone. So I just spoke to the app right over here. It's going to do the hunting and searching on the TV for me. That is the convenience of what this addition to your home entertainment center can be. And remember, we put this on an 85-inch smart TV. I could still put on the 43-inch TV at the cabin, or the kids going off to college. The ease of Roku is why they're #1. The amount of library and content is why everyone keeps coming back to it.
What is this little, okay, so I'm just gonna do a tour of this remote for you because it's slightly different than mine, but I love, again, this was one of my selling points, was how very user-friendly it was for me. Obviously the navigating with these buttons, that makes it so easy, and the OK in the middle makes it super easy. You have your home button or your back button, we usually know what those mean. Play. Back up, go forward, restart it. I love that. And then down here, one-touch buttons for the 4 most used streaming apps that you may have, including where you will find Kevin Costner riding a horse. Okay, so I want to know what this asterisk is. This is one that I haven't used before.
That's your menu button. So you hit the asterisk button, and all of a sudden you're going to get menus that pop up, add to favorite channels, so I can add to favorite channels. One of my favorites with the menu button, I'm going to come down here to close, is you want music packages, or you want sports package on your cable. That's adjusting your contract, right? I can come over here and I want to remove the NBA channel because my team's not in it. You hit that asterisk button, it gives you a menu. Do you want to remove it? Do you want to add it? Do you want to move it to the top? Because remember, you can customize where your apps are too.
This makes you the engineer.
Exactly.
Okay.
Easily.
The star makes you the engineer. Wherever you go somewhere and you're like, I don't like this, or I like it, or I want to make it a favorite. Press that little star, and then, again, the user-friendliness of this. If you are not the tech genius, you are going to be so relieved when every single button, and the asterisk I didn't know, but I asked, and that was a very wonderful explanation, so thank you. Every time you go to take this out, you're not going to be lost. You're not going to have this moment ever, because I had it all the time. Can you do this, please? You'll never have that with this. You'll know what each one means. You'll be able to find your favorite shows, some of them just with a single touch button. And when you think about the antenna that's getting you 60 miles of the talk shows, of the news, of the weather if you lose your cable or your internet, of all of the award shows, of most of the sporting events, that's all going to be free because you have an antenna that is $50 anywhere and everywhere, including here. So when you look at our price and you see it's $54.99, you are getting that antenna, you are getting your remote and your Roku, which is technically like the remote and the thing you plug into your television. And now you have that wonderful interface that's so much easier to use than anything you ever have. And I say that as someone who really truly finds it easy to use, and it's a testimonial. Now the 3 months I was excited about, that's another $30 value, I believe.
Easily.
If you want to use those subscriptions, you can. But if you are someone who loves like live music, I have heard cello is reviewed exquisitely. If you love that live music experience and you're just not going to the concerts anymore for any reason, this is how you get that front seat ticket at the
You're not going to
concert.
concerts for $54.
I'm not going, I'm not leaving my kid. It's like, you know, we have lots of reasons. This is a really wonderful app that I think will transport you. The fact that it's included free here is very special. So let's keep talking about the
bundle is great. I do love that they are individually boxed, because maybe you want the antenna, but you can give the Roku to anybody and they'd appreciate it, or vice versa, or keep it together, which is great. One quick call out. The Roku runs off of Wi-Fi, so if you have to have internet in your house to connect it to the Wi-Fi, and then you get that huge library of Apple TV and everything like that. The antenna just really runs off of power. So you plug it into the television. You could use it without power. When you plug it into a power source, you do get a more compressed signal, so it pulls in a little more range, actually more amplified, excuse me, so it pulls out a little further. But that's the best part about having an antenna. If you do not have cable or Wi-Fi, because storms come through, that's what happened in my house. You know, the cable was out, the Wi-Fi was out, but I had power, but I didn't have, you know, I couldn't watch anything because my content wasn't coming through. But with an antenna, I was able to get that. So even if it's an emergency backup, and I just love the fact, can you see, there's the antenna. It looks good in your living room. I mean, it has that fabric finish and a long cord, because they also say further away from the TV, you might get more, maybe closer to an outer window. And that's why antennas have been all the rage, because one, now they look good, but two, there's a signal out there that is free. But at this price, it normally wouldn't be 60 miles of what it can pull from. This one has a long pull, which is great too. So you're covered over here.
It's so pretty. It looks like an expensive speaker or a tablet. Yeah, that's really beautiful. And you're telling me all I have to do is plug that into my television, and when my television turns on, boom, I get those channels?
So you'll go to the menu, and then you'll do a channel scan.
Okay.
And then you'll notice, actually, you notice the 3 lights in the front. It means it's the Goldilocks position. So you do a channel scan. And then it'll take 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then you might get 12 free channels. Reposition it, maybe get it further away, do a scan again. You might get up to 30 free channels or more. And I'll be honest with you, when I did it, half were in a foreign language. I mean, I wasn't watching all of them, but I got the NBCs, I got the CBS, I had my Jimmys at night.
Again.
For real.
No whammies.
You know what's interesting? Spinning the wheel, 7 o'clock, right? Every night, pretty much 7:30. It's not on a streaming platform. If you want it live, you gotta get an antenna. And that's why my mom, we hooked her up with, yes, Roku, because she could find stuff. But then we gave her that antenna option, which gave her more versatility. This is where Roku's also upped their game. So you see, you have the big names. There's NBC, there's Fox, there's ABC. There's even local stuff. Not every network market gives a local app, but here's, you know, stuff for San Francisco or Los Angeles. So boom, I even will get some local. Might not be live, but at least it's local, which is important.
Everyone loves watching local news from where they're from.
Right, to find out
That's
what's
universal.
Yeah, where the roads are closed, where, you know, why is the 7-Eleven not open, all that stuff.
I want to know everything.
But then you got your HDTV, you got your Bravo. Here's where they up their game. You know those more expensive televisions that you can turn into art? Yes. Actually, we're selling this TV right now this weekend too. It's not $54, but you want to put a photo stream of your family vacation? You can, because it has that app. You want to turn it into a backdrop where it's just wall-mounted art? You can, because Roku has the app. I'm gonna go a step further. Come back from vacation, I want to take my photos and fling them to the television. I'm not flinging to the television, by the way. I am flinging to the Roku. So all of a sudden, what's on my phone is gonna be mirrored to the television, which is great. I think I hit the right button. And that's ease of use, oh, there we go, is literally mirrored to the television.
Wow.
I come over here, you wanna wow? I'm gonna come over here, let's see, dun, 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 done. You know, what's this?
Oh, you are dirty. I was just gonna say, it's so brave of you to transmit your phone live on TV, and you are horrible,
Who is
Bill
that?
Duggan. You are horrible.
This is Natasha,
my
the work she did
goodness.
before HSN. But this is where we have fun with stuff. I want to come over here because I'm trying to find photos from vacation, or maybe you want to pull up your, have you been on Instagram? And you're like scrolling and scrolling. All of a sudden, my Instagram's on the TV. So all of a sudden, I'm not missing anything. Oh, Tina's saying her goodbyes. I mean, got all these great ads. Oh, there's Guy and Lori. I want to love that one. Boom. By the way, I'm Chat with Bill on Instagram if you guys want to say hi, because this is where we can skip that one, and we can go on to
He's a brave man, Bill Duggan.
So many great choices
Well,
of how you can interact with your television because I added a Roku, which gave me AirPlay, which
Yes.
gave me Apple TV,
Yes.
and all those great options, and so many free ones as well.
The techie in your family is going to be impressed, and if you're not the techie in your family, you're going to be relieved. It's going to be something that you don't need any assistance to operate. Now that I know what the asterisk means, I'm ready to take my final exam. The entire remote is user-friendly. This deal is expiring today. It's your last chance to get it. If you wait until tonight, it will be back at that $80 price point, and then you'll be spending $30 for the Roku, and it's still a great deal. But isn't 5 so much nicer? Not to mention free shipping and handling. Everybody gets 3 flex pays on this and free shipping and handling. So this will be an $18 flex pay, and we will ship your new Roku and your new antenna and this wonderful remote that I'm kind of in love with. We're gonna ship it to you right away. You'll be watching your free television for a month before you pay more than 18 bucks. If you have an HSN card, it'll be $13 and change. So this is your last chance to get it. And I will say, Bill, when I looked, I was like, this antenna is 50 everywhere. It's 50 at the electronics store, it's 50 at HSN. It has great reviews because it's pretty and it does what it says it's going to do, twice as better as the competitors. But now today, for this last few hours, you will have your entire new smart television entertainment system for an extra $5. It will become $30 at the end of the day. Bill, you have explained everything to me so wonderfully, and that is not an easy task.
Well, you ask a lot of great questions, which is important, because everything you're gonna need for that Roku system is in the box. HDMI cord, check. Power cord, check. Batteries, check. So you get this home, go to that old television, go to the big screen if you'd like, give it to the kids as they're moving to their new apartment or college. You give them the stuff, all of a sudden they connect the cords. This wasn't a smart TV, or even if it was smart, it's 10 years old smart. But you know, now it just made it a lot more faster, giving myself a lot more options, which is great, because you know, sure, it might have had Netflix, but now I have everything from Apple TV and HGTV and HSN Plus and all that, because I can add and customize it. I love the story, Tina Jennings was talking about how her son loves to watch Kung Fu Panda, but when he's watching Kung Fu Panda, they can't watch other shows, right? So boom, they got a Roku, set it up in the guest room. Now this is his place to watch, you know, the kid videos and all that, because your video store is now built into the TV, because Roku offers so much great stuff. Kids, visitors, house guests, all that, which covers everyone's interest.
Yeah, we have one in our guest room, and then we just hand the remote over, and we're like, you will literally figure it out in seconds. It is the Roku.
And then the antenna's great too, because maybe the Roku stays at the summer house, maybe the antenna stays at the summer house. Connect it to the TV, coaxial cable in the back, 10-foot cord, do the channel scan, and see what this pulls in. Remember, it's not pulling in just from 30 miles away or 50, it's 60 miles away. So more options are gonna come in to what doesn't look like your normal antenna, and then you get to watch them for free. It's a great backup, or you know, it could be your main source of television, but it's free. So you're getting both of them individually boxed. So Natasha, I can give you both, or you can pick one. Either way, it's a win-win.
Oh. That's amazing. I didn't even consider that. That maybe if there's one area that you wanted to have the television satellite for, use it for that, use the Roku in the other room. Fantastic. Free shipping and handling on both and individually packaged. Wonderful deal. And the easiest way to save money, if you want to cut even just 1 or 2 of those subscriptions, you'll be saving about, I don't know, $2,500 a year. Instead, go ahead, find a way. He's going to put that on the TV in a second. He's very impressive. You're going to find a way to see, yes, movies. There's so many free streaming apps now. You're going to have free channels, up to 60 miles of local channels, and then any of those other apps that are free, like the news or the YouTube app. So much easier to use than the complicated remotes. If you had to test me on this, I would probably get 5% of these buttons correct. And heaven forbid you press the wrong button and then you just left the app and you have to re-navigate and go back to your show. And it was right when Kevin Costner got on the horse, and that's not what we want to deal with. I think we have just 2 or 3 minutes left. Remember, this is the last chance you're going to see it for the $5. I'm saying $5 again because the antenna is 50. That makes the Roku about a $5 additional payment. You will have your 3-month subscription service. If you've never heard of Cello, take a look at it. It's actually spelled with a Q, I believe, but it's a wonderful way to get just front of the stage access to live concerts and events. You'll get 3 months of that for free if you'd like to use it. If not, no big deal. And you said, oh, like you just remembered something.
Well, no, I just love the fact, like, I pulled up photos from my phone. Natasha and I over the years, which is fun. The picture I just took, where is it?
How
Boom,
often
come
do you
back
look
over
at
here.
that album,
Boom.
Bill?
All the time.
Very good.
But the thing is, this was simple to do. It's gonna be simple for you. Get it home and try it. Upgrade your television, upgrade the user experience. We can't always go out and buy a new TV, but when it's this affordable to upgrade what we're watching,